Hello everybody and welcome back to Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson, and today I have a video for you all about Dracaena. And when I say Dracaena, I mean this video is about Sansevieria because I absolutely have grown in love with Dracaena, Sansevieria, because they are just such beautiful plants. There are so many different varieties. They grow so easily and well. They reproduce so well and they just go on and they are lovely. And I wanted to do this now because my beautiful Dracaena trifasciata Laurentii next to me here is blooming. This is so exciting. She is blooming all different places around my pot, and well, I didn't realise at first because she was blooming at the back by the window, because I have a window here that's open usually, and she's getting lovely indirect bright light and loves it here, absolutely loves it here. And the flowers were coming up at the back, and actually some of them were already spent, and I was freaking out because I thought I was going to miss it. So I turned her around so that I could get more stability of some of these leaves here as well that were actually starting to fall out to the sides because they are getting so tall and heavy that they actually fall out, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want to split this plant up at all because I just love, look at this big, bushy, gorgeous mass here. I don't want to split that up until one day I really have to when she breaks out of her pot, but before that, I'm not going to do it because you know Sansevierias love to be pot bound. That is how they grow best, and she is really proving that this is working out. So I turned her around, and to my surprise, there were more beautiful stalks coming out with these lovely flowers. But they haven't opened yet. They're small white flowers when they come out. And now I just want to take you in for a closer look so you can see the beautiful flowers coming up and some of the new pups that are growing around the bottom. So enjoy a closer look. Now, isn't she beautiful? Aren't those flowers gorgeous? If your plant is happy, if your plant is in the right conditions, in your home, in your environment, you will be lucky enough to experience your Dracaena Sansevieria flowering just like this. I was so surprised and so happy that this plant has found itself at home in our bedroom here, in our apartment here in Sweden, and she's flowering like crazy. So that was the start of the video. I hope you got to see all these lovely streaks going on in these leaves and all the different colours and textures going on. This is just gorgeous. No, I don't want to split it up and make different plants. She's staying like she is. She's happy. There's a lovely one down here that looks quite white. I love it. So anyway, this is actually a Raid in the Rack video. So I've been out and I bought myself a couple more absolutely amazing Dracaena in this, as we otherwise know as the Sansevieria grouping. I have got a couple more beautiful Dracaena and I am going to show you them here. So let me just get the first one and show you that. So look at this absolutely beautiful Dracaena that I brought home today. Look at the size of this thing, long, and I am telling you, very sharp leaf here and all the others that are coming out the same. If I should hold it down against me, you can see here, it's right up to the top of my head from where I'm holding it. And that has to be a good 60 centimeters, 50, 60 centimeters long. It's really long, really thin. There are lovely new leaves coming out of the middle. It kind of grows in this rosette form, and it really does look like a kind of pineapple top, doesn't it? The shape of it. Everything is growing out the middle. It's an absolutely beautiful specimen. This is Dracaena cylindrica Silver Nymph. And of course it was sold to me as Sansevieria cylindrica Silver Nymph. And look at this closer up. It's got these lovely veinings going on its leaves, and it's got these lovely red tinged edges, and it's thick and it's solid like all of these Dracaena are. So I'm just going to bring this in so you can get a real good look. Now look at this beauty. I'm just going to turn her around. Isn't she gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And look at that leaf. When I put it down, 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 the leaf just goes on forever. So that is an absolutely beautiful example of another type of Dracaena you can get out there. This beautiful Dracaena cylindrica Silver Nymph. And now I'm going to put this on the side of my Dracaena trifasciata Laurentii while I, go and get my next example that I got while I was out there raiding the rack today. Just wait for this. So look at what I got this time. Now, I've already put these plants in their cover pots because I found pots round and about in my apartment and I just wanted them to look beautiful straight away for this video. So they're already in their white cover pots, and I found this pot that was small and had nothing in it, and it was absolutely perfect for the look of this gorgeous Dracaena here. This is Dracaena cylindrica Lady Charm. And oh, what a charm she is. Now look at that. Look at the way she just folds out all over. And compared to the Dracaena cylindrica Silver Nymph, this one is much more lighter green. And you can see the kind of trifasciata streaks going on in it. And the leaves also have a deeper ridge in the middle of them. And they are still as solid as all of these Dracaena are, of course. And look at the way they just fold out in different directions. In here, I actually have two plants because this mother plant here has thrown out a pup that is actually getting bigger than the mother plant. And I'm going to do something now just to show you how easy and simple it is to keep a plant like this. This plant is in the world's smallest pot. And it's basically living off its roots and the tiniest amount of soil. So I'm just going to pull it up just to show you what I'm talking about here. If I can get it to come out of its little cover pot. Yeah, I can. Now look at that. Tiny amount of roots, tiny amount of soil, and this plant is extremely happy. And well, I'm not even going to repot this plant until it really needs it, because I love it in this pot. And as I said, Dracaenas don't need to be in anything too big with too much soil and getting bogged down with water or anything like that. A little bit of soil that you can get water draining through quick and easily when you water them. Water them once a week and let the water drain through, and they'll be very happy. Even though they can take longer periods of drought, they don't like to dry out too long because that can damage the root system. So remember that. Water them once a week, but never let them sit in water because they will rot out as quickly as possible. I water these, if I remember, once a week, but not always. But this plant is very happy as it is, and I'm loving the effect of having the mother plant and the pup. And if she throws off any more, I'm going to keep them all together. I will just upgrade them to a slightly bigger pot, nothing much bigger, a slightly bigger pot at the time, so they get a chance to get root bound as quick as possible again, which makes them happy. And I'm loving this kind of fireworks effect. So I don't just want one plant here and one plant there in another pot. No, I want to keep this beautiful shape. There are so many people that just split them up and put them in different pots and things like that, but you get a better kind of architectural form, shape, design when they're allowed to grow together like this as well, I think. So sometimes it's wonderful to keep your pups together with the mother plant. And if you are wanting to share them, swap them, sell them, and just have many more around, of course, yes, split them up. They're very easy to split up. Just cut one piece off and then put it into another pot and it will grow. But I just love this shape like this. So this is my beautiful Dracaena cylindrica lady charm, and I think she's charming. So she's going to go down here. Now, isn't that already starting to look really nice? I've got 3 beautiful Dracaena now in my windowsill here in our bedroom. I do normally have 2 hanging baskets up here with Scindapsus pictus silverian and Scindapsus pictus algarea, but I want this video to be about Dracaena, Sansevierias, so I took them out. It's all about these plants today. Right, I have another plant that I got when I was out there raiding the rack that I want to show you now. So, most of you recognize this one, I'm sure. This is the beautiful Dracaena trifasciata Moonshine. And well, I got myself a lovely, beautiful example of this plant too. And if you do see a little bit of dust and dirt when I bring them in closer, I don't care. I have sprayed them off and so forth. But when I get them from these plant centres, sometimes they're dusty and the dust just sits on there anyway. This is not what that's all about. This is about looking at the plants and appreciating them. They do get dusty, and that's why I'm saying this now. Make sure you mist over your plants now and again. Of course, Sansevieria, not too much that you're getting them soaked down the bottom, but spray them off or take them into the shower and, shower them off so they can keep this lovely luster on their leaves so they don't get too dusty. And well, look at this. This Moonshine has lots of lovely light green, silvery tones going on, and it is throwing out more and more leaves. And they grow more and more from the top here, so they grow out thin at the top. I'll bring this in closer. They grow out thin at the top, as you see here, and then they thicken out as they go along. So this is growing and they're all growing. So these are going to get pretty tall, I'm sure, because they're very, very happy. So look at the whole thing close up. Isn't that just wonderful? I am just in love with these Dracaenas. They are absolutely fantastic plants. The only thing I'm having a hard time with is having to change their wonderful name, Sansevieria, to Dracaena. It just really doesn't feel right, but we've all got to get on with this. We've all got to get used to it. They are now Dracaena. But in these videos, it'll probably be a while before we don't mention the word Sansevieria. And probably that will never happen because these will probably always be known as their synonym now or their AKA Sansevieria because people just don't want to drop the name. So we have to interchange between the two. But look at this beautiful Dracaena. I love it and I'm very, very happy. So that's all I had for you for this Raiding the Rack video that's all about Dracaena Sansevierias. I have my beautiful Dracaena trifasciata Laurentii that I just wanted to bring in and show you because she's flowering at this moment, and of course she had to get into this video and show that off a little bit. And then I brought home my beautiful Dracaena cylindrica lady charm that I have down here, gorgeous. And then I have my Dracaena cylindrica Silver Nymph, which is absolutely long and spiky like small swords. And then in front of me, I have my beautiful Dracaena trifasciata Moonshine, which will shine on with its beautiful moonshine colours. So, thank you very much once again for watching this Gardens and Crystals video with me, Wesley Peterson. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when my next video will be uploaded. And I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.